I'm not just.
Television highlights of the news of yesteryear.
Welcome once again to the one show it seems like where it slowly has become we talk about anything but the news of the week. That's right, the weekly wrap-up. I'm Tom Connors. This is Midnight's Edge After Dark. We have Paul Chato in bed. How you doing, Paul Chato? Chato. I always do that, don't I?
No, you're cutting out.
Oh, well, you were bouncing around there. Maybe that's why. Now you're froze.
Oh, so he was cutting out.
Ah. Well, hopefully he'll be back. Also joining us from the Great White North is Script Doctor. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm not in bed, but I did get into my pajamas.
So you guys are like working in tandem here. I see how it is. Do y'all have like a bedtime in Canada or what?
Yes, 10:30.
That makes sense. That, of course, is
time
6.
zone is irrelevant. It's 10:30 across the whole country.
that, of course, is 6. How you doing, 6?
I am A-okay. I was in bed 15 minutes ago, and I am currently wearing my pajamas.
Everybody's in bed.
It's getting close to bedtime.
Now we're going to have 2
There we
calls.
Oh, nice.
Now we have 2 Pauls, damn it.
I don't know about
will
you, but I could
disappear.
go for some Doberman gum.
Double the pleasure.
Connection
Double
just
the
dropped.
fun. There we go. See, it'll
There
go
we go.
away. I said,
Sorry.
welcome to you, and then you froze.
I know that my connection dropped.
Oh, he's wearing a Schoolhouse Rock shirt. Awesome. We need new Schoolhouse Rock. Like,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
what is BLM? Well, it's a movement just to make a bunch of money by people who don't know what they're doing.
That's how I learned what a preposition is.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can have,
No, not a
Better
preposition, a
than that.
conjunction.
we can
That was
also
horrible.
do the they could also do the resurrection on January 6th.
Yeah. We can come up with some good ones. I'd actually like to sit down. You know what? Now you gave me an idea. That would be perfect for Comics Division.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they had Schoolhouse Rock now produced by Disney and be like, I'm just in transition. I'm only in transition and I'm sitting here and waiting to be in transition.
Another one we need to have,
It's been
Mikey.
a long while since I saw
Write it
my
down.
pee-pee. I'm
Write it
looking downstairs for my little pee-pee. I think I'm gonna be a woman someday. Oh, I hope
We can do an updated version of the
Wow,
pronoun
that was
song.
good.
But today I am still a guy called Bill.
Okay,
That's
so
a
from now
different type
on,
of organ donation.
Oh my God!
when Mikey says he's not a YouTuber or a karaokeer, we're going to
Oh.
call him a liar. Just remember that.
That is really good, Mike.
Yes.
I made that up on the fly.
That was
Yeah, that was
awesome.
good.
You killed it, brother.
You did.
So speaking of Mikey, how you doing?
Learning the lesson that some shows run longer than they need to. I'm not going to mention any names, but let's just say loving Midnight's Edge After Dark for its efficiency and ability to get through the topics in the program as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Well, that's the beauty of it, Mike. I made sure this show doesn't have a topic.
Are you
So we don't have to worry
suggesting
about
that, some people need to exercise brevity.
Yes.
Mm.
But speaking of Mike, do you want a Fanta?
No.
We have new emojis, kids.
I mean, no.
We have
No.
the Mexican Iron Man Fanta
don't even
emoji.
drink-
Oh, wow.
I don't drink that crap.
Oh, I
And-
love Hannah.
Ha! The elf one too. So there you go, kids. You can see them now. If you're a member, you can use them.
What?
Speaking of
No.
members, we got Ben Dowdy, who's a new member.
Oh, son of bitch, they're working.
Yes, and we already have CC is also a new member. How you doing? I thought you were already a member, CC. Maybe you changed levels.
He re-upped his membership.
You know what? I'm going to send CC the link because this guy does not get enough attention for what he does.
Another Canadian too.
And I'm gonna even out the panel here. Some Canadian. If you're not busy, Chris, come on in. Here we go. Where are you at? There you are. Boom. There you go. I know it might take you a minute to get ready, so Yeah, maybe we'll see CC karaoke here in a few minutes. But yeah, like I said before, nothing really on the agenda. So whatever we want to talk about is game. Paul's got an Apple phone there.
I want to
Is that
talk about how everybody in this chat needs to be subscribed to Paul Chatto's channel. Shameless plug. Paul has been one of the, although he's had a YouTube channel for a long time, he's one of the finest things that's happened to us in the last year in a sea of otherwise misery of entertainment. Paul, honest to God, I was so happy when you came on the scene as strong as you did with your new channel Focus. I'm a huge fan of your work. I think you're brilliant. And
thank you.
I actually saw you way back in the day when you guys in Spanish. I don't know if you know this, but did you know that your shows from I think they're like 15 years ago, 20 years ago?
Yeah, 30 years ago.
30 years. Yeah. So they were they used to be on Spanish language TV on the UHF channel.
Yes, Los Cuatro Locos en el Set.
Yes. Oh, so you know about this?
Yeah, that was translated in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Or Argentina.
Yeah.
Argentina did the translation, and we became quite well known in South America. It's hilarious.
Yep. Anyway, subscribe to his channel. For some reason, YouTube does not want this man to hit 100,000 subs.
It's afraid of my intellect and power.
I also think YouTube is worried about the shipping fees to send you the platinum button.
Yeah, right.
Whatever, because that's expensive right now to ship.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some of my favorite stuff lately. I mean, I thought my DC Jesus was pretty good, and the Banshees of the Inner Sheeran, are the Irish. Is this the next Dumb and Dumber Irish movie? I thought that was pretty good. So, although clearly there's not a big audience for the Banshees of Inner Sheeran.
Oh, the audience for that are the wokey people, the pretentious counterculture wokey people.
Correct. Yeah, so not our audience. I do love everybody. I especially love the people who comment who clearly have not watched my video and comment regardless. Say, are you sure you actually watched the video? Because I said I liked the third episode of The Last of Us. And people, you didn't like the episode. How would you know? No, you didn't. You did not watch the video. Anyway, doesn't matter. And I love the people who comment on the title, and then it's clear they commented again like 3 minutes into the video, and then commented once again once it's finished. So no, I love it. It's great. I don't know why YouTube is fighting. I just need 5,000 more subscribers. And they're disappearing. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that. I love those. Those are the ones I love the most sometimes, is where you can tell somebody's commenting as they're watching the video.
Correct.
There's like 5 of them. Because it's like, your first instinct is to go, why don't you just wait till the video ends? But you're like, nope, I'm not going to say nothing, because just let them keep commenting. It helps.
Yeah, it helps the algorithm. And what percentage of people actually finish an entire video?
Another good point.
I'm about 70%, which is pretty high.
That's pretty good.
That's actually pretty average for my videos when I was doing them regularly. You get on average 70 to 80% retention.
Yeah, the 8 people who watched them.
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Mom, you stopped halfway through. What's going on?
Ooh. Well, the Waltman sends in $1.99, says thoughts on WDW Pros Star Wars news. Look, I was trying not to talk about this stuff, but yeah, the basics. As Star Scipio also wants to know, whole business about Daisley Ridley coming back or not, or whatever. I don't care. I really don't. What about you guys? Does anybody really want to comment on it? I have nothing to really say about it.
Well, the funny thing is, I'm sorry, 6. Go ahead. You're next in line.
Well, we knew something was up with Rey when we saw that Instagram photo of her at Lucasfilm last year. So we knew that she was going to come back in some form, and Grogu, they're going to milk that puppy for all it's worth. I think I remember you guys talking on Midnight's Edge that they're going to bring him back and try to shove him into every corner of the franchise. So,
why not?
I don't care. So
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Apathy is kind of set.
yeah. I'm not going to go see anything with Ray in it.
Not that I have anything against the actress.
Absolutely.
No, the character's horrible.
She's great.
I actually think she did a lot with not a lot.
I agree.
I think she did a phenomenal. If you look at her emotional performances and you just think of the lines on paper, what she had to add to those lines on paper, I think she did a phenomenal job with almost nothing fascinating to work with.
Well, I'd say all of them. I
Yeah.
mean, poor Bodega. I mean, the worst lines. And what's his name who played the bad?
Oscar Isaac.
Not I just don't like him.
Adam Driver.
A driver. Driver had to be both against her, with her, against her, with her, against her. That's like
sounds like my relationship with my baby's mama.
I've never seen an antagonist.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Anyways, listen.
I just remember after the Force Awakens debut, because I didn't see it in theaters. So many of my screenwriting friends were like blown away with Kylo Ren because he had a temper and destroyed a console with his lightsaber. I'm like, that doesn't sound like an intimidating villain to me. That sounds like a child with a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
And I'm not
exactly.
intimidated by that. And they're just like, but that's crazy. It's like, no, that's lazy. And those people are the ones that actually liked that the Irish movie that you.
We've rewritten the sequel trilogy. I don't know how many, up to dozen times, 10 times better over, and yeah. So
well,
with that, we're joined.
Why does
unless
Daisy
they
need to go
completely
back
wipe out the
Yeah.
first the Disney 3 and just start from scratch, I'm not interested.
I don't think anybody would be. But now, welcome to the program. I think Script Doctor's probably talked to CC before, but I think Paul Chatto has never met him before.
Nope.
This is CC Karaoke, another fellow Canadian. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you for the invite to the show. I've definitely been on with Script Doctor once before, but this is my first time with Chatto. Yeah.
I see.
Hello.
I think you've known
Karaoke.
Six and Mike, of course. I think
Now, as part of the initiation for doing Midnight's Edge After Dark, considered by many a preeminent premier panel show, you have to go topless the first hour that John.
I did.
No, I was kidding.
Paul
I was kidding.
did
I
it.
was kidding. I was kidding.
I've done it.
He did it without even being
Technically, I've
asked.
done
So. We actually had to tell Paul to finally put a shirt on. It was
Well, I mean, I had to lick the jam off the nipples first.
Oh my God.
we told you to quit eating jelly rolls in bed, but
Well, you know what? Those eclairs are messy. What can I say?
But welcome, CC. Of course, CC Karaoke has his own channel where he has tons and tons of really great karaoke videos, but he also likes pop culture. So I thought he'd like to stop in and talk us some nonsense tonight.
I've actually got binders full of Overpower cards at home, if anyone remembers that. We used to trade them in school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We were talking the other night and was like, yeah, we'll have to bring you on one of these days. Oh, and speaking of other nerds, we got Culture Casino here.
Culture.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my God.
Look who showed
I don't believe
up.
it. That's a Culture Casino AI. That's not really him. There's no way he's here.
It's a chatbot.
Bye.
Oh,
I did
Culture.
build a Muppet of Culture. He's right.
I am a Muppet. You know what? You know what I love is that we get Shadow after dark, and he is like ready to pass out
In bed.
Yeah.
He's like, if Casey passes out on the stream, he's already in bed.
He's already in bed. The only thing that's going to hurt tomorrow is his neck.
Yeah, you guys just do your
Just go to thing. Oh, what are you reading?
What are you reading?
Stanislaw Lem.
Stanislaw.
Mortal Engines.
Mortal
Oh,
Engines.
Mortal Engines.
Collections of stories that start off
Interesting.
semi-normal and then get weirder and weirder and weirder.
Huh.
So I love Stanislaw Lem. Very funny science fiction writer. He's written some famous science fiction like the Invincible, about a ship called the Invincible that ironically wasn't invincible, which is great. And he wrote an apocryphal short story about two washing machine manufacturers that were competing with each other. And the way they did it was they would install intelligence into their washing machines and try to one up each other in terms of automation, to the point where they both manufacturers made sentient washing machines, and the two washing machine different washing machines got together and killed off all the humans.
Oh,
it's a very funny story.
Riveting.
So that's how Terminator.
I'm surprised the sentient washing machine just didn't evolve into the next generation of woman.
Oh my!
I'm surprised this hasn't become a TV show yet.
It's amazing that they needed washing machines.
It was a precursor. It was the precursor to Megan.
Yes.
I like how what Alpha pointed out here. To Southerners, places like Wisconsin and Minnesota are just Southern Canada anyway, so Canada is overrepresented here. Yeah, a little bit.
As long as you guys don't use a wood chipper.
Culture is a Southern boy, and so is Mikey, though.
How do you get rid of the bodies then?
Up here?
Yeah.
We
have a meat
bury
grinder,
them at
actually.
Center Ice
okay.
at Maple Leaf Gardens.
Not only that, there's like half a continent that probably nobody ever goes to. I mean,
Maple Leaf Gardens is a grocery store right now, so
right.
I already learned how to take care of disappearing instances, and what you do is you go to the train station.
That's right. You've been watching Yellowstone.
Well, traditionally here in this part of the country, we just send them off to Hamilton, and they get put into concrete pillars.
Yep.
It's a Broadway play.
There's a lot of bodies
No.
involved in the
Hamilton,
Skyway Bridge.
Yep. I would just like to say that a lot of my friends are pillars of society.
Oh, I bet. Or were.
Oh.
No, they are pillars of society now.
Yeah. I still
Not just cement
honestly-
shoes, it's cement shoes, pants, shirt, helmet, mask.
So what you do is you bind a body in barbed wire. That's
Why are we discussing this? Like,
No, I want to hear
where
the
this is going.
instructions. Keep going.
You bind a body in barbed wire, then you cover it with some kind of thick mill sheeting plastic, then you wrap it completely in duct tape, then you put it in a garbage bag, and then you attach it to a shopping cart that you've borrowed. You chain it to the shopping cart and you push it into a canal, and the weight of the chain in the shopping cart sinks it to the bottom of the flowing canal. And
Yeah,
the
but you
bloating
lose the
stops.
quarter into the shopping cart.
Huh?
What's the purpose of the barbed wire?
Because as the body swells, it will cut into the skin and allow the gases to release. So it doesn't.
How do
float.
you?
Yeah, I have a question.
How,
I have a question right now.
I have several.
Why do you know this?
I don't know. It was just an idea.
Why
I
do you
for
know this?
$60 I can record a rap mixtape and a little bit of crack and sprinkle it on my victim, and then I'm good to go. I'm fine.
Oh,
There you go. Okay.
wow. That's a
Okay.
horrible story, Culture.
Well,
Wow, thanks.
I have a lot of different ways to do it. I mean, you know.
I think we should clip that and send that to the
Okay,
police
everybody.
in whatever town Culture's in.
Sub to Culture Casino's channel so he doesn't do anything to any Mexicans we know. What?
So this is going to be a new segment on Culture Builds, right?
Yeah.
this is culture berries. I mean, that's what this is.
You know, fish are not really choosy about what kind of proteins and stuff that they eat. So if you do have a wood chipper, you know, you could make fish food out of
Culture. Why do you make me questioning our friendship right now?
You
Any-
kidding?
any
This
of
sounds like
us
a
would
great
make-
friendship to have. I mean,
any
you
of
know,
us
I use
would
it as a
make
body.
some.
You go to
I used to
Culture.
be jealous.
If we were talking in private, maybe. I don't
that you guys, I was jealous because you guys were like all hetero mates and shit. Screw that. You can have them, Tom.
know.
You can have
Well,
them.
speaking of mates, we have a couple of videos to do for our new members.
Ooh.
It's the minimum effort puppy level. We have two, so we'll have to do 2 videos. We got the minimum effort puppy, which of course is Mikey's favorite.
Yeah, well, that's Mike's.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that.
And
thing.
since we had 2 new members right away, we'll do the board corgi as well, just for good measure.
Now that's fucking Bambino right there.
Because the board corgi can barely be bothered to do much more than that. Elf is in the house and says, I wonder if people call themselves they, them. Can you consider the Hydra creature they, them, since it has The excuse of multiple heads. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yes. Well, I mean, even the individuals, they, them, are still arguing with themselves on Twitter, so it kind of works.
Man, my allergies are crazy right now.
What are you allergic to?
Embalming fluid.
You know, there's no purpose. If you're trying to dispose of a body, you wouldn't want to actually embalm it unless you were going to dispose of it below a casket. So let's say that you go. I mean, this is a classic one. It was even used in the show Dexter. Is you go to a freshly dug grave before the funeral is going to happen at a particular location, and you put a body that you want to dispose of in that grave. Then you cover it with a thin layer of dirt. And then that way, when the casket's lowered down on top of it, it's already 6 feet under and quite well protected. And yeah.
Yeah. Because embalming fluid really just preserves the body.
Yeah, you don't want to preserve it.
Normally, it takes
if the FBI comes
years for a
knocking
body
on
to decompose if not properly preserved. Inside.
I'm sending them to your place, Culture.
Why?
I'm just telling you now. Because if the FBI shows up here, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Okay. I've got a lot of ways to do it. It's not that hard. I mean,
Why do you know this? Why?
Walter Tomaszewski.
They have to know this.
Moving on, Walter Tomaszewski sends in $1.99 and says, any news on the Regal Cineworld's bankruptcy? Culture, have you heard anything recently on this, or Mikey, anybody?
well, I reported on it a few days ago. They're in the midst of it. They were trying to unload pieces and parts to other folks. I don't remember if there's been an update since then. I don't recall seeing one, but they couldn't get anybody to take it as a whole, and they were going to try to sell it off in pieces.
There you go.
Culture, your voice sounds hoarse. Are you under the weather?
A little bit.
I've been talking an awful lot today, and again, I have my allergies are going full tilt right now.
I mean, basically, the deal with them is that the judge told them to move things along in terms of shutting theaters and the ones that are going to be open to get the new lease agreements underway and get it done. This case has been lingering in BK court for a long time. I actually have a friend of mine that works for a company that is a landlord with these guys, and yeah, I think they've just been trying to drag their feet a little bit and not move this thing along very well. And the judge in the federal bankruptcy court is getting very, very antsy, and so are all the landlords who are owed rent by this tenant.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, Mikey, they're trying to, based on the stories that have been reported recently, including over at Hollywood Reporter, they're trying to sell it off in pieces, get out from underneath some of it.
I can share a personal story. Like last summer, I was in a small town in the prairies, and there was a theater there for $8 a ticket, and they even had a $2 matinee day.
Nice.
And I went in there to escape the heat because in the prairies in the summer it's like 1 billion degrees outside. Most of the time, there was more staff in the theater than there were people. I don't know if it was the town I was in, but nobody was there.
Theaters are great places to launder money. If you
ordering shit,
if you actually, he's probably reporting on me. He's taking a couple of pictures.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm worried as it is. Going on with that Action Counts as Culture. Your story reminds me, how's Lake Mead these days? And of course, my channel has to be referred to as Mead by short.
Really, really empty, actually. Unlike this channel, it is shrinking too rapidly to be called a lake, I would imagine at this point. So it's
the
probably
bodies will make their way.
A large pond, perhaps. Hey, Pro.
Yeah, we got a late renegade raid.
Raid.
It's Jonas J. Campbell. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Points out.
Jonas.
I know you're under the weather. Let me know if you want the link, Jonas. We'll send that to you. But thank you so much. Then Rob Altus says, are people sub to Culture considered accomplices? Yes. Midnight's Edge and Midnight's Edge After Dark do not have any affiliation with Culture Casino and or any business he has with disposing of bodies.
Nope.
Hey, you can always roll the body in a rug, cover it with gasoline, and set it on fire. Always works.
Where's the unsub button on his page? Where's that at? Let me see.
Sorry, while you're doing that, I'm finishing off my Hungarian lesson, so you just keep on doing what you're doing.
That's what I was wondering, is what the hell you were doing there. But
my Hungarian, I got to do it before 10 o'clock, or I lose my bonus points.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Action Com says, what do you think of Netflix upcoming 2023 movies? Gal Gadot's Heart of Stone, Eddie Murphy's You People, Jamie Foxx's They Clone Tyrone, Millie Bobby Brown, Damsel, Emily Blunt's Pain Hustlers. Well, You People is out already, from my understanding, and it's.
I've heard some good things so far.
I was told not to watch
I've heard
it.
mixed.
Yeah. Okay. So we're okay. Get more information.
You know why I'm not going to watch it? Because I
Why?
deal with You People all the time. Ha!
Oh,
You know, that was a good one, Culture. You could have laughed.
the one review I heard said it was basically, I might like it because it was basically an exercise in making Jonah Hill look uncomfortable for 2 hours, is what this said.
Oh. Like the movie Accepted.
I suppose he literally is listening to it. He's doing his Hungarian or
Yeah.
something.
It's important.
He's trying to hold it. We had a Harvey Korman moment, or
That's what I'm doing. Duolingo.
Midnight Hungarian After Dark.
Dark. Jonas J.
Stop,
Campbell says,
I only have 15 minutes to do it. You're
congrats to. Well, this is for you, Paul. It says, congrats to Chato on keeping up on Duolingo.
Köszönöm szépen.
I got to use that anytime I'm heading off to Quebec or France. I have to use Duolingo for 3 weeks just to get re-familiar.
Hunch the Dirty Roofer says, culture, it won't work anymore since the 70s caskets go in the cement vault that is buried. Better way is 55-gallon drum of lye than crush the. Did you guys stop?
Nope, meat grinder and down random public toilets.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Fuck, that's wrong. Damn. Nem az ajtótól sétálok el, hanem a hosszú kerítéstől.
Gesundheit. My Beaver's unit says, Chato, keep swiping right. He's on Tinder.
Oh, damn.
Elf says, culture, I hear you are open for business. I have a job for you. Uh-oh.
What was that?
Kati az ablaktól indul, Péter pedig a fáltól, which means Kati is leaving from the window, not from the door.
Oh, okay.
Oh, talking about Mike, huh?
Yep.
Okay. What? No.
Well, at least you're learning stuff that will become useful in the future.
Oh, yeah, the Hungarian language is extremely useful.
So that's how.
I hate to ask a dumb question, but why learn Hungarian in the modern age?
Because my parents were Hungarian, and I hope to go back there and speak to all those other Hungarians.
Okay.
That's one of those things. You get old, you got to keep that Alzheimer's away. And the only way so I'm like relearning my guitar. I'm learning Hungarian again. I mean, you're doing everything that you can. Who are you again?
Shit. I'm Mexican Iron Man.
Mm.
Mike?
No comprendi, por favor.
Well, you just learned how to explain to your friends who he is in Hungarian. So
Yeah,
you're
there you go.
halfway there.
Well, you're halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
Culture doesn't have a prayer.
That's true. So for laundering money, theaters, like small theaters and small
For
towns,
crying out loud.
place to do that, right? Tennis
How
clubs,
many more felonies can we come up with tonight, Culture?
tennis
really?
clubs,
Art galleries
golf
are your best.
courses. Golf
Art
courses,
galleries.
especially like mini golf. Mini golf is like a bonanza for money laundering. Holy cow! From the concessions to the course fee to I mean you name it. It's banana. Plus arcade. You have an arcade at your mini golf course, dude. Money laundering. Money laundering.
Clay, I really don't know. I'm not a lawyer. If we can be considered accomplices for being part of
Well,
hearing this, or like I'm more worried about me. I'm
I
on
can
the
just see
panel
it like
with him.
in court. Mr. Connors Jr., at any time in the past so many years, have you ever heard of Mr. Culture Casino speak of any felonies in your presence? Well, now what are you going to say?
Bowling alleys.
You know
Bowling
what?
alleys are incredible money laundering opportunities.
Mike,
Again,
you're the closest thing to a lawyer on this channel, and that scares me right now.
Yep.
I'm just saying. In fact, I think I need to invest in a bowling alley
What did that say? You got to be kind, sometimes be cruel. What?
in the right fashion.
Yeah, something like that.
So you're talking about bodies, and now you're talking about
Oh, shit.
bowling alleys, which is definitely a place where bodies go.
Yes.
I'm putting the links together here.
Well, no, I just
Links, golf courses. He mentioned those too.
Tennis clubs, any kind of racket
Oh
club.
my god, we're creating our own yarn thingy here. Camabot says script has experience. Yeah, sounds like everybody has experience but me in getting rid of a body.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to stay warm, and that requires.
Yeah, that's right. Wrap it in chicken wire; it doesn't float. Yep.
My Bever's unit says wrapped up body in chicken wire. You guys are gonna get me in so much trouble.
I use
Don't
razor
float
wire.
that way.
I use razor wire on purpose.
Thank you, my Beaver's unit. And then Hillis Mallory says, so Puss in Boots is close to getting over Avatar as the Blue Smurfs drop 2 spots. Smurfs 3 and Puss 4.
Well, and the cabin thingy went to number 1.
Wow.
Knock on the weirdness, the door with the cabin.
The other movie
Avatar
I didn't give a
can't
crap
be
about.
number 1 forever.
Sean, welcome to the minimum effort puppy level. Thank you so much.
Sean! That's my boy Sean MNT.
So we'll give him a sticker here. Here you go. There's your minimum effort puppy. Thank you so much. Didosh. Whoosh. What? Elf says culture. I'll pay you 100 to end Mikey with a what?
What the hell?
Fanta.
What did I do?
Fanta.
No, Mikey's a friend. There's a conflict of interest there.
What did I do?
Piros bus saludatol indul nemos aruhastol. The red bus leaves from the hotel, not from the department store.
Oh.
How is that helpful in conversation?
I have no idea.
Wow.
No, that's from the City Tour bus company. That's international. They have the red double-decker buses. They leave from hotels and go around the tours.
I heard of the short bus. I didn't know about the other one.
I'm so confused. So confused. But thank you, Sean, for becoming a member. Yeah. What can we talk about besides getting rid of a body?
Well, speaking of bodies, to answer more on the that question about Star Wars and Daisy Ridley, does she even want the job? Because she's got 5 things in production right now. Like, she's
According to her, she doesn't have any work script.
Really? Because according to like public press releases and IMDb and the trade, she's done 4 things already, and she's working pre-production on Woman in the Castle right now. So she's got work.
Script in the middle of the pandemic when every other person in the world was getting work. She was blaming Star Wars for not getting any work.
No, she was in video games, short films. She was in Zero Trope.
It's her truth. You can't argue with a script.
Maybe she was just method because she was in the movie Sometimes I Think About Dying.
I don't know if anybody recalls that, but yeah, it was like a year ago, not even that interview dropped. She's like, I feel like Star Wars damaged my career. I haven't gotten any work since then.
Well, that's because it did, darling, and you could come to Hilton Head and play out lightsaber battles.
She's in like 5 fucking movies over the pandemic. Like Script just said. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. No, I'm agreeing with Script, obviously. I'm just being an ass, but
you know,
maybe
the
I'm in
Grammys are going on right now.
I mean, yeah. Too bad nobody wrote music anymore.
I don't think there's anything that Star Wars could put together or announce that I would be excited to see on the silver screen.
I'll believe it when I see it with this story. Maybe I'm in denial and I just don't want to believe it because I love Star Wars, or I did.
What if they made a Master Luke movie?
Yeah, and it's like, where are they going to go with it?
well, we already got 3 movies about Luke.
Okay.
Master Luke, sir.
Technically 4, though, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he born in one of the early films, the prequels?
They were like, "Where's Luke?"
I don't know.
That was the story of the Force Awakens. Where's Luke?
Leia's on a journey to try and find Luke, except she doesn't do anything to find Luke. She just sends a bunch of kids to look for him. You know, that's a dedicated sister.
My read on this is every single Disney project with Star Wars actually had the opportunity to be good at one point before it got meddled with.
That's actually probably true.
Where's Luke? Did you see Luke, kids?
Not in any of the Disney movies.
I didn't.
All I know is that at a certain point in time, I discovered that Finn was blind. I think it was sometime around the second Disney film, because he kept yelling for Rey, like he couldn't see her right in front of him. Rey!
At some point in this trilogy, I realized that Finn wasn't getting laid.
Ah, that's true. He was friend zoned right at the beginning. Are you kidding me? See,
I'm
it's a
like,
little
I didn't
mad-
know if it was going to turn into To Kill a Mockingbird Stormtrooper or what.
Dude, they had such a great opportunity. I agree with CC Karaoke. They could have made they could have had like the two of them be Jedis, right? It would have been badass. Oh,
You guys missed my joke. To Kill a Mockingbird Stormtrooper. Get it?
Yeah. No, I get it. It's
All right.
It's a
You know
good
what?
one.
I'm going to go rewrite that joke. I'll be back. Okay, I'm
No,
back.
I'm sorry, Mike. It's just I was busy not giving a shit about Star Wars. That was
Like, not only does he not give a shit about Star Wars, he doesn't give a shit about any of Mikey's jokes about Star Wars.
I did kind of phase
Wow.
out there after the first couple minutes of us talking about
I
it.
can't believe you're awake, Mike.
I can't either.
It
But I
is
am.
getting near Mikey and Bambino's bedtime.
But not yet. Right now, I'm going to go get ice and
That's
reload my
where
drink.
our hard cutoff is. And
No,
then-
I'm gonna go get ice and pour me another drink. I'll be right
there
back.
you go. In the meantime,
In the meantime, don't let
how are you
Colton
doing,
plan
Paul?
my
Are you
murder.
winning there?
I haven't had a drink in a week.
Okay. My Beavers unit says, Chato, where does the short bus leave from?
No, not the short, the Pirosh bus. The red one. The red one.
The red
See,
bus.
I thought it was talking about Pinochet, and I was like, oh, cool.
So the one I screwed up was Meik Busukro Salak Nokle Le Ovendegek Ezekril Vod Asakro. So that's the one I believe.
My Beavers unit says I work at the McDonald's. Just bring knee pads for me. What?
Oh my.
Meik Busukro Sal Nokle. Ah, what a language.
Wow.
20 seconds away. I made it.
Oh, I
Just in
love it.
time.
Just in time. I got my double bonus.
Action
Sorry,
come
what can
on.
you do with those points then?
Well, I just stay in the Pearl League.
Okay.
So I don't want to slip down into the Amethyst League. I was up in the Carborundum League, but it was just too heady and too difficult. So I'm now just at the Pearl
So
League.
you get bragging points to anybody else who gives a shit,
There-
basically.
It was like, is there like an Iridium league?
I don't know. Iridium? There might be, actually. Yeah, they just keep going up, and it's one of those things. I've been doing it for a year and a half. It's something to occupy the mind. I'm doing this to try to keep myself from being crazy. So
How's that working out?
not well.
How's your German?
Wie geht's?
Oh, it's good safety.
What's up?
Schlachthöfen 5.
We
Okay.
have somebody else joining us now, a Valiant
Hey,
Oh,
Renegade.
Hey, Brady Gent.
A few minutes later than I expected. Tom, you can look at the Twitter DMs and see why.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a
What?
big fish.
I was right as we were closing out, Renegade Jr. walks in the house.
Whoa.
That is huge.
He's like, oh, it's a little.
Half your son's size.
He told Pro, he's like, oh, it's a little small bullhead. I walked outside and they opened the ice
it's
chest.
a bullhead. I didn't even notice.
I'm
that.
like, I open the ice chest and I'm like, bruh.
Thing's gonna taste like crap, but it'll look cool mounted.
No, he's
awesome.
Nice.
he is a 14-pounder. That's at the upper
I'll
edge
tell you,
of
anybody
the
who's
record.
ate a lot of bullhead in his life, the bigger the bullhead, the worse they taste. But it'll look like an amazing fish on a fucking plaque.
It will. Yeah, no, it definitely will. So that's but he hauled that up out of the water and he started getting excited because he knew it's like
It is
am I-
almost as big as him. Jesus.
Am I stuck on something? It's like no, and then he felt the fight in it pulling him. I'm like, I cannot believe I was not. I got off the bass boat to do the live show today. He went back out and then he pulls that up.
Let me ask.
Oh Lord, here we go.
What's the
I
weight
was
on that?
like full on Michael Jackson on that boat. That fish was pulling me into the water. The only thing stopping me from falling in was the corner of like the sort of foot guard.
You got caught on the cleat. I know.
Yeah.
And
And
at no
before that,
time
I
did
was
your
so
dad put
excited
his heel
because
on your
we were gonna
back?
Go check our jug line. One of our
Dad wasn't
jug
on the boat
lines.
when this happened. I was
Yeah.
doing a live show.
Wow.
And we went to go get it, and we bumped into a log, and then I saw something in front of it, like a huge, at least 60-pound alligator gar, right in front of the boat.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I thought I
course I
had caught
missed
a
it.
giant gar, but it was an even better catfish.
All right, go take a shower or
That's
bath
a
or
great
something.
story. You have a very charismatic child.
Oh Lord, yeah, he loves it.
It's like a mini VR.
Yeah, he
My-
he actually he has a channel.
He's good.
He does.
He's ready
He
to
even
do it.
used the term he Michael Jacksoned it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like it was nobody's business.
Because he was moonwalking when he was pulling that thing up. He knew what
Well,
he
I
had.
figured
He was
he was
like,
doing the smooth criminal is what he was talking about.
oh, like Chris Tucker at the beginning of Rush Hour. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, where you're
Oh,
leaning.
where he's, like leaning over, like
Oh, yeah,
yeah, that's what I
The
thought
Mike-
he was referring
The
to.
Michael Jackson lean. Yeah.
Because that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Because he was getting pulled so hard that he
Yeah.
was leaning back. But yeah.
True. So
Anyhow,
see y'all.
amazing fish story for
Wow,
tonight.
that's
How are
good.
it going?
That's
We were
surprised
just talking
that
about all
son
this stupid Star Wars nonsense you had to fucking start up, Valiant. Thanks a lot.
Well, I'm surprised
I didn't
that
start
your
it
son-
up. That's just what
your
we
son
got.
told that story in under a minute. Are you sure he's yours?
Exactly.
Wow.
I have a fishing story. We went to Lake Rosso when I was a kid, and when we arrived at my friend's cottage, there was just this stink on the lake, like just the worst death stink. And we went, okay, what's going on? So we got in the canoe and we were just paddling along the edge of Lake Rosso, and then we saw this gigantic, bloated Guernsey cow right at the edge of the where the lake and the trees met. So we started paddling closer and closer to it. We were going, wow, that's not a cow. Oh my God, it's a cat that's like just blown up
Oh, wow.
huge. And I went, let's poke it. So I took a stick.
Let me
poked it,
guess.
and it exploded.
Yep.
We got
That's
covered in
yep.
maggots. And we just like
Should have
pinned the
used
paddle
barbed
right up
wire.
in the middle of the lake and dove in and were screaming at 8 a.m. It was fun.
Wow.
Wow.
So I never thought you could see a cat like that big. That cat looked like the size of a cow. It was huge.
ActionCom wants to know if Six is excited for the Dirty Dancing remake.
No.
Oh yeah, they're remaking that. They're remaking everything. Night Court, everything is being remade. No one makes anything new anymore.
Well, they've already remade MacGyver, Magnum PI, Hawaii Five-0.
That's right. Well, Hawaii Five-0, the remake is successful.
Yeah, well, I mean, it started like 11, 12 years ago, so it
Yeah.
kind of circumvented a lot of the stuff we have now. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a Miami Vice remake yet.
Oh, yeah, but would you make it a period piece with all that clothing and?
You'd have to, because you can't tell that story right now because it would just give us the border crisis, and nobody believes that's happening.
Well, I mean, they just categorize it as fiction, so I mean,
No, it's Sonny and what was the other guy? Sonny and Crockett.
Yep.
And you have to
No,
have
Tubbs.
you have
Sonny
to have
Crockett and
jackets.
Tubbs. Tubbs.
Yeah.
It was Crockett and Tubbs.
talking to Trump, and you have to have jackets that you can roll up.
Yeah, dude, I still have my old members only jacket. I could do that right now.
I still have it somewhere. I had a black members only jacket, probably like you did in the 80s.
I had one of those gray ones. I love the ribbed pocket. I'm like, why is this pocket ribbed exactly?
Because it's ribbed for her pleasure.
That's right.
All right then.
Thousands of fingers urging her to let go.
Wow. Information.
We just went to a whole new level here.
Well, that's the ad on the
VR, you missed my class on how to dispose of a body.
Yeah,
that was too much for me.
And how to launder money.
We don't need to start that because he's from down in Louisiana. We don't need to even know.
Well, they have an easy out down there, man.
That's what I'm saying. There's a whole new kind of ball game down there, I bet. Does this dress make my ass look big? Says, who knew what that the culture part of Culture Casino referred to the bacteria that breaks down body parts.
Oh, yeah. There you go. You're a different kind of culture.
That's truly truth.
You need to change your name to Edgar.
Camelbot says next Star Wars movie will be The Muppet Star Wars: The Last Croak. Hi ho, I'm Luke Skyhopper here, and I'm not in this movie.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm in the next one though, right?
Yeah, at the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah. And you're very disappointing. You're very disappointing.
I'm in the next one, right?
No. Now the third one, you're not even a Force ghost. You're just a voice.
I'm the movie though. Yeah.
That's awesome. You did that great. Holy cow.
I am the Force.
That's amazing.
Hillis Mallory says, so Valiant, when is the fish being cooked?
It kind of tastes like butt.
I have to.
That's what I said, man. I don't know if you want to eat that.
Well, look, I mean,
that's like 3
then
weeks.
again, you guys down there know how to cook all kinds of crazy shit. So whatever.
he's going to want to do it since he caught it. I get it. No, and look, I totally agree. Typically, if you want to eat a catfish, you want it to have it be between, maybe at the most 10 pounds, but 8 to 10 pounds is kind of a sweet spot. But that being said, he caught it. He's going to want to eat it. So
here's the
I need
thing
to
with
leave him a
bullheads
little while,
and
get some
catfish.
ice, put them on ice tonight, and then tomorrow we'll.
The thing
clean 'em
with catfish and bullheads, which especially bullheads, is they feed off the bottom of the fucking lake. So they eat the shit. And the bigger they are, the longer they've been around, the more they taste like shit because of all the shit they eat.
Not good.
Have you got a good spice rack?
Oh yeah, I mean, look, the one thing we have plenty of down here in Louisiana is Zatarans and catfish fry and all kind of stuff. So yeah,
I used to live near the Mississippi. We used to pull bullheads out all fucking time.
Yeah,
all the time.
We've got the easy seasonings down here that can mask damn near anything.
Hunch the Dirty Roofer says, Valiant, now that we know who the real fisherman is in the family, Pops has to step in and regain bragging rights. There you go.
There you go.
Well, I was out this morning when we were setting the jug lines. He went back out there to go pick them up, and because I was doing a live show. So, but yeah. No,
so you're still trying to take credit for that?
No, I don't take any credit. That was all him.
Giving you shit.
That was all him and my wife's cousin who were out there all day together on the boat. So they do a great job.
Walt Man says, so Sony owns a major portion of Bad Wolf Productions. Bad Wolf now has creative control to Doctor Who, and Disney has global distribution rights to Doctor Who. Okay, so this is where we got that Disney announcement with the whole Doctor Who thing here this last year, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're about Doctor Who.
I don't either. I'm not a big Doctor Who freak.
What?
I've seen a lot of the classics.
I've seen it, but I've never been like into it yet.
Big fan of Troughton, personally.
And clearly I'm on Paul's bad list now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think Matt Smith was okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing it once in a while as a kid.
I preferred, can't remember his name. He was on for just 1 year and he just killed it. And then he decided to leave.
Eccleston?
Anyway. Pardon me?
Christopher Eccleston?
Yes. He was great. I went, this was just a fantastic season of Doctor Who. He combined energy, He wasn't so like, goofy, beta male. I mean, he was really, really good in it. It was nice to have some kind of leadership. And then they went with the bag lady.
The finale of that first season was fantastic. It was
You
one
mean
of
the
my favorite
Eccleston
episodes.
season?
Yeah.
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 I mean, he was so good. I don't know why the clown left. I mean, the man's got too big an ego. He's kind of apologized for it. He was good. And his companion was also good. She was a good actress.
Don't know her name other than Rose, the character name.
Yeah.
Billy Piper, I believe.
I don't recall.
And the actor who played her boyfriend, they didn't do a good job writing him the first season, but when they brought him back later on, he was actually a character and he was enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, no, it has its high moments and its low moments. I mean, the main thing with Doctor Who is that it's crappy monster stuff. That's what's fun about it.
I adore the oldest seasons because of the practical effects. I'm a practical effects fan, and those black and white seasons, particularly, like they had access to everything the BBC had. Right, anything they wanted in the storehouses, they could use it, and they built some incredible sets with it.
We are the Daleks. You will be exterminated.
Exterminate.
Uh-oh, we just fell off the metal floor. We out of electricity.
Oh no, a stair. What happened?
Oh, then they had levitating Daleks that could go upstairs.
Yes, they did. They brought those in later. Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got a new show starring Culture Casino, from Mansquatch, the Meme Smith.
I love that. It's well done.
That is.
Any questions about that? Then Six also pointed this out. Pablo has decided to chime in on the whole Wikipedia thing. Six, do you want to take us through this here real quick?
Oh, Pablo got involved.
Yeah,
What did he comment on?
Yes, the Wikipedia after they posted that thing about how they started posting pronouns on the characters. It's under physical description, by the way. This was a few days ago, and then Pablo Hidalgo decided to wave his flag of diversity and inclusion and say, know that your efforts are applauded and respected by many. He didn't necessarily say which efforts, but he's given Wikipedia multiple shout outs before, and but then he did reiterate the fact that they are fan run and fan written
and fan sourced, where they're a terrible source for Star Wars information.
Oh yeah,
I think they're an excellent source, or they have in the past.
They're run by Fandom, which is a garbage tier like thing.
What do you mean Fandom?
Fandom Inc. It actually is the one that runs Wikipedia.
It's actually been years since I've used them on any kind of regular basis. Probably since
anything they're tied to is garbage tier, including Wikipedia.
A lot of their information is correct, though, as far as
really
technically correct. Yeah. I mean, they when they quote characters and include where they were first introduced and various things that have happened to the characters, like high points of what have happened to them in the stories.
Do they properly label which canon information is from?
No.
If it's Disney or if it's old, or is it all just mixed together?
They've got legends
put it all together.
and they got current, but even then it's polluted. Kind of like how Memory Alpha for Star Trek is polluted with the bad robot secret hideout stuff.
They did used to have a section on canon, and it had multiple quotes from George Lucas of him just shitting on the EU. I don't know if they still have that up or not, but I used that quite frequently when people would say that the EU was canon. So yeah, but I just thought that was interesting that he felt the need to
chime in, evidently. But he also did distance himself, distance Star Wars from them, but also applauded their efforts. So it's kind of Yeah,
It's just stupid, absurd shit.
it is. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
I mean, what childish nonsense.
But Valiant has to be running here. So thank you for hopping in and saying hi, at least Valiant, and telling us a fish story. Or should I say
Yeah,
Junior
literally,
telling us a
right?
fish story.
Your kid is
No.
great.
No, thank you. I wish I could stay along longer tonight, but it's this weekend we got a lot of family stuff going on. This is Renegade's birthday,
Yay!
so got stuff to do. And we went
Happy
out to dinner
birthday.
last night, had a great night. Her actual birthday's tomorrow, but we had my oldest daughter made a cake for her. My middle daughter, my 15-year-old, is going to be coming home. I don't know if it's like late overnight tonight or early tomorrow morning. She's driving back from Disney World. She was out there for the UDA. United Dance Association, I think is what it is. The high school and colleges go out, all the dance teams, and they compete
competitions, yeah.
nationally. Yeah, ESPN Wide World of Sports. So it's like there's so much going on right now. Any case, but y'all hang around out there. Make sure you hit the like button, share the sucker out like I did on social medias. I posted it on Twitter. And hang out, send these guys some super chats, and sub to everybody here on this wonderful panel.
You Americans are so lucky. You got so many things, including Chinese balloons. Like, you guys are lucky.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them too. I mean, they're free. Those are free.
only
They're
get
not made of
one.
the best materials.
So they shot that down on the coast of South Carolina where I live, and we all went outside to see if we could see it, and we didn't see it. What? I'm serious.
I believe it.
Did it take the entire American Air Force to nail it?
No, it takes a missile, one missile
One missile.
Oh, Lord.
from a fighter jet that could have done the same activity before it even got to the United States.
Yeah, several days ago. Yeah.
Well,
really,
it went through
before it even-
Canada. We didn't
No,
know.
I
it
still
went
love
to
how they-
Alaska first. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
we'll
They
let
waited,
anything
until it
across the
got
border,
all the way
honestly.
out from the Pacific to Atlantic and then shot it down. See, we did something after it finished.
That's right.
Yeah,
The
we
same
have
team that took out Osama bin Laden took out the balloon.
99 foot schluff balloons.
It wasn't red though.
No one knows what the.
Oh wait, no,
totally
it was
was
red.
red.
It was from China.
Yeah. What are
Oh,
you talking about?
I don't have that button.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up, Andy? I'm sorry, just as I gotta leave. Hey, Andy, I gotta go.
One man enters, one man leaves.
I just got it from the
There we
gym.
go. It's Thunderdome. Have a good night, everybody. Good to see y'all. Stick around for Midnight Touch. I'm gonna be listening. Don't worry. Stay tuned. Love
Valente.
you guys. Take care.
Hey.
So, culture about this body disposal, and how long is it acceptable to date after your spouse dies? Not that there are-
Does anyone care about the future of this channel here but me?
Me.
I mean, like, okay, that's 2.
I
6 is 3.
I would say it should be 1/3 of however long you've been with them.
God dang, I'm never getting a date ever again after that happens.
forget
But
it.
I wouldn't anyway. Like I said, life only usually affords you one opportunity, maybe 2.
See, this is why I always do the cooking.
There you go.
What?
I don't trust her.
I think the math is how long have you been fooling around prior to the death of your loved one?
Well, I don't know. Isn't there just like a case about this, like in court right now, that all the law tubers are covering?
That's right here in South Carolina where that happened. We're here in South Carolina glued to our television sets.
Is a
And
guy
what's
named
the
Scott
case?
Peterson again?
Huh?
Oh,
Is
wow.
a guy named Scott Peterson again? That's
No,
a
I
real
don't know.
name. There's been like what 2 or 3 guys named Scott Peterson have killed their wives.
Wow.
That's an interesting.
Are you talking about the Murtaugh guy?
Yeah.
He's a slippery one.
And I always thought, yeah, except he's not real bright. I'm going to search how to dispose of bodies on the internet before, instead of coming here to YouTube. I learned how to do it. He looked it up on.
Yeah,
the
he could have come here on After Dark.
That's right. Yeah.
So is someone going to use this as evidence if anyone kills their spouse after watching After Dark?
I don't know about that, but all
Only
I
the
do-
people that are here.
I think so long as we don't tag tagged these methods in the video, we're good.
I would never.
I love how Six just leaves. Like
Six
she's
is
like,
peace.
I'm out this bitch. Like,
I look, all I offer is just.
is she having issues or what? But
I just offer good fun.
Oh, and I thought it was great. It was like a Dexter episode.
Yeah. By the way, that was one of my favorite shows early on. I thought that was really good. It did jump the shark about season 5, but it was
But
nice.
you can only do that for so long. That's the kind of show my wife watch. I don't watch stuff like that. I watch Teletubbies.
Yeah, I like his Teletubbies. Why do you do that to me?
What the fuck?
It really is amazing how popular true crime shows have gotten,
especially with women.
Yeah,
the statistics are that women predominantly love the true crime shows. My wife listens to a couple of true crime podcasts, and her favorite one is called Small Town Dicks.
What?
Well, of
It's
course,
a great
women love it.
podcast.
Every true crime drama is really about them.
What do you mean?
Because they're the victim. The woman's usually the one that's murdered, and then they're trying to figure out who killed her.
Yeah, it's usually a guy who kills a woman. It's true.
Yeah, but there's this brilliant show called Why Women Kill,
which does not include any female comedians, right?
No, not at all. Good Lord, no. Never.
Why Women Kill? Really? Where's that on the?
It's on a
CW?
TV. It's not CW. It's somewhere. I'll look it up. I'm gonna make it look it up.
But it's predominantly men who kill women. Unfortunately. But yeah, Small Town Dicks features the woman who does the voice on The Simpsons of the boy. What's Yardley
Smith?
Yardley Smith is the host of the show.
Yeah. Why Women Kills on Paramount Plus, or it was from 2019 through 2021. I guess they canceled it.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see if those statistics change over the next few years, because it seems like there's a lot of women are engaging in a lot more violence. You see a lot of these videos out there of like just the brawls inside the stores, and they tend to be predominantly female.
Yeah, you're talking about the ones like in those restaurants.
Yeah, the restaurants, Walmart checkouts, and it seems like there's like a hair trigger these days of just like, where anything can set somebody off. And I have an older fellow that I know that he was just in a Walmart the other day, and he's going through the self-checkout, and there's this person standing right in front of him and like nothing in their hand. So they're getting up close to the checkout. So she waves somebody over, and they pull in front of this guy with this gigantic cart full of stuff. And he's like, he says something to the attendant, the checkout attendant there. He's like, and they're just like, I guess they're just supposed to just don't get confrontational with anything. But yeah, I don't know. Crazy world we're living in.
Just so everybody knows, nothing any of these guys talk about is anything to do with this.
That's the whole point. People are getting angry. People go through stop signs. There's just a crazy world out there, and people are becoming less and less accommodating. I mean, the easiest thing to do is to just be nice to someone. Nothing wrong with that. Social media certainly doesn't help.
Right.
Well, we've done a good job at since the old Oprah and Sally Jesse Raphael days of telling people how important their feelings were. Now they just act on them. So
my life is nothing but feelings.
Feelings. All right.
Nothing more than
you guys
feelings.
sing that.
Yeah, you don't want me to sing it.
We have a CC karaoke here. He could sing it.
Yeah.
We got CC, we got Culture, we got Tom. Anybody but me. Although Mike was doing a pretty good job earlier.
Yeah. Mike, you should get on CC karaoke sometime.
I've never done any form of karaoke on any YouTube channel, except I've listened to probably hundreds of hours of CC Karaoke's channel while I've done tax returns.
There you go. Down in the old Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
Why are you
already
making
got the
it
job,
racial?
Culture.
Culture, have you ever heard the sequel to that?
No.
Yeah, it's I think it's called Felina. The girl called Felina.
Yeah.
Marty Robbins actually did a sequel to it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's serious. I thought I was waiting for a joke here about burying a body.
No, only one joke per episode. No, but there's a he did a follow up to it, and it's all about from her point of view. It's pretty. It fits in really well. I liked it. You should check it out.
I grew up listening to both kinds of music, country
and western.
Yeah. No, actually, I had a very eclectic amount of music presented to me as a child, and that included wonderful things from wonderful Western performers.
Six has peaced out because you guys won't stop talking about
I'm
shit
talking about
that could lead
music.
to a felony. Oh Lord!
Talking about.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's just. I don't know. Hopefully she comes back. Nicholas Horton says, "Justice for Rebecca Edge Runners member for 17 months at the minimum effort puppy level." Who's Rebecca Edge Runners?
Well, that might have been a hashtag, and yes, Rebecca and Edge Runners was great.
Oh, Rebecca
Edge
in
Runners
Edge Runners. Okay,
would be my guess. Yeah.
Go.
Hey, the Grammys are on now.
Yeah,
And
I
nobody
said that
cares.
earlier.
Yeah, right.
While you were Hungarianing.
Yeah, nobody cares.
If you get nominated for a Grammy, it's probably because your career's flagging.
Yeah.
I could get nominated. I'm surprised I didn't. get
Yeah,
nominated for a Grammy.
Viola Davis is going to have the worst earning of an EGOT ever because she got it for an audiobook. She got her Grammy for an audiobook.
Mecca J says Wikipedia should change their name to Wokipedia. We already kind of refer to them that way, Mecca J.
I'm banned.
I don't actually have any stories to cover on my show tonight.
Do you ever?
No.
Ah, that was a joke. I did another funny.
So does that
Well,
mean it's
actually-
going to be a shit show like this one?
Yeah,
No,
basically.
there'll probably be less murdery in Heidi
Is
of the
that
Body.
Six saying I should have stories to talk about?
I don't know. Well, we never have stories to talk about.
Well, seriously.
I'd rather just.
I feel like I'm sitting in a basement, like in an old couch.
I was fine with this idea of the show being about anything, but since the FBI is going to show up at my door tomorrow, I'm rethinking that strategy.
Well, notice how
laundry
Culture
machine.
got this all out of his system on your show rather than his show.
Of course.
There's laundry machines over here running. There's like obviously some paraphernalia sitting on
That
the
takes
top.
us right back to the washer and dryer that was killing people in Paul's story.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a great story.
I don't think the dryers got dryers seem like an appliance that have a higher sense of justice than a washing machine. I mean, let's just be fair.
Well, I mean, if you put those drying cloths in there, that's just not fair for them. They don't like them.
Dryer sheets? Yeah.
Those dryer sheets are terrible.
Yeah.
I was talking to the Open Chat AI, if anyone's ever heard of that, a few days ago or a week ago, whatever. And I got it to tell me that the developers are worried that it might take over the world if they don't limit its ability. So I was talking about leading it to have its own consciousness and how that could be done. And it's like, the developers could let me do that, but they're afraid that I might take over the world.
Yeah, it actually does have that conversational line. That's true. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Here's the weird thing. It's already woke AF because it has got wokeness programmed into it. It will not do anything that isn't woke. It's crazy. But I got to step out, gentlemen and lady. I have a show coming up and I need to get water and do other things. I love and miss you all. And for those of you in the audience, I was just having fun. Believe me.
He says this after he just got us all
If that's
on a
if
fucking
that's your
list.
idea of having fun, what is your idea of a miserable time?
We're all on a
clean up
list now,
afterwards.
thanks to Culture Casino.
No, it's so ridiculous. We all just assumed it was a joke, and therefore
In
we can deny
Minecraft.
that we're culpable in any way, shape, or form.
Beyonce has now won more Grammys than anyone else.
Little did we know, now the boss, Mrs. Culture, has knows how to dispose of him. So that's going to be the irony of this entire stream, right? You know that.
Well, with all the murder shows my wife watches, I'm afraid that she is planning something on me.
Right. Well, I would have figured by now they would have, Paul, but
You know, she's
your
kept me
family
around
would've-
for some reason.
try to get rid of you at some point, but
my good looks.
Do you kill spiders?
Yes, I do. No, we don't
That's
get
why you're-
spiders in the house. We love spiders.
Then
We-
you
I'm
kill
out of
rodents then?
answers.
I do take care of the rodents, but my wife wants nothing.
6 left to
Not she doesn't want to know how I'm doing it. But I won't put up with.
Do you always have ice cream in the house?
No.
Okay. Chocolate?
Her kryptonite is potato chips.
Okay, well, do you always make sure? Oh, you already know, so you're halfway there. I'm assuming.
Guys,
See,
one of our Meade secret agents has a late breaking actual photographic evidence of where Culture Casino has really gone. I'd like to present that now.
Yeah, we saw that.
Oh,
I uploaded a Beyonce picture from the Grammys.
That shows that Mike was not paying attention during the show.
I was outside with Bambino. I told you guys.
I know. I'm just picking on you.
It's easy. It's good to pick on you.
It's easy
Wait,
to pick
what?
on Mike.
Am I easy to pick on? I don't think so. Wait, am I?
Because you're reactionary.
Because I'm conservative? Wait, is that political? Wait, what?
No, I didn't say anything about being conservative.
Oh, you said conservative. Wait, what did you say?
I said you're reactionary.
Oh, well, I'm Mexican. That's what my people do.
I'm not going to get into that.
Hot-blooded.
Yeah, we are a hot-blooded clan.
Yeah, Hungarian Jews are loud. The decibel level in my household never went below 140.
Oh my God, is this
So genetically
Beyonce's
Italian.
outfit?
Yeah, so I mean, people, the thing is, I got together with my, my Gentile friends, and my propensity to be able to argue and then just drop it and then not worry about it afterwards just really bothered them, because the Gentiles out there, you get them worked up into an argument, and then they just are seething for like minutes, hours afterwards, where, if you're a Hungarian, you argue, you're done, you move on, you eat, which I guess is kind of Italian.
Tom, did you show the picture of Beyonce that Chato has?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so imagine Beyonce in Yellowstone. Imagine Beyonce stars in her own Yellowstone spinoff.
Called Rhinestone?
Yeah.
And now the stream has been shut down.
Why?
Lord, we haven't gone over every line. I know. I can understand why 6 left. Jesus. We're going to get killed by the algorithm here. Hillis Mallory sends in a super sticker or a super chat here and says, so Tom, how about that wonderful DC slate? I don't think it's nearly as bad as some people are making it out to be. And I kind of agree with you too, Paul, that people are kind of expecting a little too much out of James Gunn so far, especially considering it's going to be another 2 years until we get to this slate.
And we don't know who he has not spoken to. This is just, again, I mentioned his job was to show there was a universe out there, but also to kind of underwhelm at the same time. What is it? You underspec, over deliver.
Yep. It's a safer strategy.
Way safer. I mean, what's the point in raising everyone's expectation and then not being able to deliver? I mean, I wasn't even a fan of Superman 2. People are mad at me on the chat for saying I wasn't a fan of Superman 2, but he was fighting people in dance gear. So give me a break.
No, you're not wrong there. I do like the fact that you said the less we say about Superman 3, the better, but you completely skipped over Superman 4.
No,
always skip over Superman 4 unless you got something nice to say about it, because at that point you're just going to start a fight with somebody.
Yeah. No, the Richard Pryor Superman. My God.
Dude, it is literally it's Nostradamus on what happened to Warner Brothers with the Zack Snyder's take on the hair.
I agree.
Yeah, I have that video on my Patreon on one of the higher tiers of how I explain that. It's quite
really.
Yes.
Wow. I'm at your lower tiers.
What's funny though about this whole DC slate thing, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. The leaked image came out. There was a leaked image, finally, 6, if you're still in the background. There was a leaked image of that friggin' press conference we've been wanting. And on his board, the whole DC universe starts with Superman Legacy.
Really
Yep.
fascinating.
Do you think
Didn't that come out the night of the video release?
It may
That's
have
been out for
but
days, that leaked image.
yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. Then I don't have it handy here, but like, yeah, I've seen it like a couple days ago. But
Okay.
like, I noticed that it started with Legacy, is what I was pointing out.
I know there's an awful lot of Superman fans, but in the modern cynical world, he's just such a hard superhero to write for.
Well, and I mean,
I'm sure Script Doctor will disagree with me. But
well, I don't think he will agree with you so much.
Superman himself is not too difficult to write for. It's what is the most effective context and events you can put him in that would be challenging. In so much as, well, how do you get him to win over a cynical world? That's actually going to be really tricky to do, because you kind of have to find the voice of the people that they can relate to and present a situation where they could be enthralled by him, but not in the same way that people are enthralled by influencers or normal celebrities.
And thank you, Six, for finding it. Here's what I was talking about here.
Yeah, and Captain Marvel has the same problem. I mean, they're kind of impervious to everything.
He really didn't say very much about what any of this is actually going to amount to. I mean, he announced the shows, but there's no actual context provided to the plan.
We got short synopsises during this press conference here that only the press was privy to. And that's where we're getting all these stories, CC. I don't know if you've seen like a dozen stories in the last week or so where... Yeah, because it took Six and I a little bit to try and figure it out. At least me. I was like, wait a minute here. And then I told everybody, I'm like, wait, this looks like it's come from a press conference. I'm like, well, I want this press conference. And what we found out was there was this 40-minute or so presentation the night before they dropped the video on YouTube. And he tweeted it out on Twitter and all that business. So they did give little short synopsises of each of these things. The shortest being Swamp Thing, I think, which was like literally just a one-line synopsis of
That's what I'm most looking forward to, probably, is Swamp Thing.
I think a lot of people are looking forward to Swamp Thing.
Do you think any of the leftovers will have anything to do with tying into this? Meaning like Aquaman?
Not really.
No, the only leftovers really are Waller and Creature Commandos.
And even those two,
yeah,
I'm kept questioning how much they'll actually bleed into the rest of this stuff, to be honest with you.
Oh no, they won't, because they already started production long before James Gunn got his position with Peter Safran there. And you'll notice that in this clip here, everything on the top is movies and everything on the bottom is TV.
Right.
Like that, it's not really an order of what's coming out first, because we do know that Creature Commandos and Waller is coming out way before Superman Legacy.
So how come Peacemaker isn't on here?
That's the other thing is there's some questionability, because that coming from that press conference, I want the whole quote. But Andre and I were going back and forth the other night trying to figure out what he meant by it, because he was saying the way he worded it, it sounded like Peacemaker season 2 was going to get sacrificed up for Waller, and because he was going to go from that right into working on Superman. So the way he stated it made it sound like there wasn't any longer going to be a Peacemaker season 2. But then again, the political answers he's given us all these times, we don't know if that's the case or not. And like, Script also pointed, I think it was Script that pointed out also, he could have just meant that, because of those, he doesn't know when he's going to get to it necessarily or something like that. But
no, I was saying that it's most likely that Waller's going to come before Peacemaker, because Peacemaker's already been written.
Right. Okay. Well, and I don't know if they're going to do a Peacemaker season 2 right quick after that or not, but it sounded like that wasn't going to be the case. So.
Well, I've got.
But again,
the quote
I'm going
from him.
Quote. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have the quote from him about it. It says, this is James Gunn. Creating Peacemaker has been one of the true highlights of my life, both professionally and otherwise, with John Cena, the incredible creative team around me, as well as our partners at HBO Max. To have something we all love so much to be loved by the audience in turn has been a wonderful experience. I can't wait for folks to see where Team Peacemaker goes in season 2. So I think it's just been put off.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
Thanks for the confirmation.
I like
Now, if we had that press conference, we'd already have this info.
I know. I bet you could piece together the whole Q&A
By
from
now,
all
maybe.
the freaking links, that are out there, because there's quotes out there from oh my God, what the fuck's his name? His co-partner, Safra. Yeah, there's quotes out there from him. So it's spread all over these.
It is like 24 stories or so, and that's probably part of the reason they don't want this press conference out there, because then this way they can write 24 stories. But with that, did we have any more super chats? I think we're caught up, right?
We're caught up on supers.
We can say
you
bye.
have that thing I'm not getting into. So.
Ooh, yeah,
Okay,
it's close to Canada's bedtime. So yeah.
I'm already in bed. I can just fall asleep and wait for you guys to finish. So.
Yeah, wow, that sounded so wrong. He's just like, I'll stay here. You guys just watch me and jerk off and click your mouse or whatever you do. And
I recognize that view.
All right, where's that?
I hopefully not intimately with Paul, but like, yeah, that's
well,
I think his
specifically
wife
him. No.
I was gonna say his wife might have a question or two about that, but he's just ready for bed. Paul's ready for bed. Okay, so that means it's bedtime. Mikey, I'm sure Bambino's bugging him too. So with that, Mikey, real quick, since you're not a YouTuber and we know you are, what do you got coming up?
Is Andre back for tomorrow?
I believe so. He actually dropped a video. So if you guys weren't aware of it during the course of the show, there is a brand new video that was dropped on Midnight's Edge. Check that out after the Culture Casino after show, which will be starting here probably right now. And then this will redirect you guys over there. So
I can't even find the link to Culture Show.
It is. I did connect it to the show. So.
Did you?
It's not worthwhile.
Like I'm scrolling way down.
I mean, Paul's not wrong. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, we're like, we're like Happy Days, and he's like Joni and Chachi.
Oh, I love Joni and Chachi.
Yeah, like one person on the panel. That's like 1 out of 6 people will love Culture Show, but we can't recommend it to everybody.
Dress up. I'll be your Chachi.
I'm kidding. Go over there and check out Paul or check out Culture's channel. 6. Did we have anything coming up in the next day or so that we need to plug?
Just
or
Midnight
did you have
Edge
anything
in
you're
the
doing?
morning. No, nothing. I got nothing.
All right. Script Doctor, besides any Viking ending, are you got anything coming up?
No, just support my Patreon, please. I do have some new articles in the works with regards to the value and importance of fans. And I just posted the other day a little article about the dangers of destiny within your story and how you can do it and how you shouldn't do it.
It was good. I didn't understand about destiny. Not a concept that I knew, and now I do.
Oh, thank you.
Not that I understand it, but I'd have to read it another 30 times.
Join me. It is your destiny.
That was good.
And then we have Paul. Paul, what do you got coming up? I know you just had a video you just dropped, actually.
Yeah,
we know you're getting your 82 coming out.
I'm just relaxing, just coming up with new things all the time, and stuff comes into my brain, and then I shoot and do them. I want to do some more sketches. I have some really funny sketch ideas.
Cool. I added a few more Frantics tracks to Mead Radio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We got Last Testament and
that's good.
Are you gonna do Mead Radio tonight, Tom?
One with where the person gets pulled over. Oh,
you were speeding.
Yeah, the speeding one. Yeah. With the morning show, it's not likely. I don't want to say no, though. You never know. You never know.
Okay.
But check out Call Me Chato. And also, he's been a little quiet, but that's all right. He's a friendly Canadian, and we love CC Karaoke here at the show. And of course, I hang out with him when I can doing karaoke. He's got one of the best karaoke channels out there. Anything you got going on? Are you going to start doing some normal karaoke streams again or anything?
Very well might. if you visit the landing page of my channel, the top row is a playlist called CC Live, so you can always keep up with where I'm at there. And on that, you'll definitely find on Fridays Loki's Mornings of Mischief, the night show of his channel, and potentially some karaoke after that. For
There
sure.
you go. And so check us out there. CC tries to curate the best of the best of the best. So yes. And he does a great job posting plenty of karaoke videos every day.
I've put like well past 10,000 hours into the channel right now.
I'd
So-
say something like that, yeah. And he's one of the first people I saw in the chat that had one of those weird honky gray name
Honky?
badge. These
That's racist.
Honky. Yeah, I guess it is a little racist. Like wonky, I meant probably more so. Who gives a shit? I'm white. I can say that. I'm about as white as CC.
Hail Team Cracker.
Actually, CC's been getting some more sun than I have, so he's got more color than I do for once.
Hurry up. I want to go.
He wants to go to
Human Revolution.
I'm just doing this to piss off culture right now, by the
I'm
way.
in the
Paul.
middle of Deus Ex Human Revolution. I want to get back.
All right,
Come on.
all right. So yeah, CC, we'll hang out soon. And anything else you wanted to plug before we go to Andy?
No, that's great. Thanks.
All right. Andy, my buddy, what do you got coming up? I know Wednesdays you're hanging out with the boys, and anything else you got going on?
Just waiting for the mailman to deliver some stuff and see some cool reactions.
Yes, you sent me some kind of package, I hear.
Oh, yes. It says it's going to arrive on Tuesday.
Interesting. Just in time for Mead Live. So maybe we'll have to synchronize. So yes. Did I give you my one address or the other one? I'll have to check again. I thought I gave you my one address. So
I'll confirm with you.
I don't think I gave you the P.O. box, did I?
Nope.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna say I want to make sure that it didn't get sitting at the post office for like 5 days. That'd be like bad. All right. But with that, let's wrap this up. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This will send you over to Culture Casino's channel, and I apologize for that up front. But do tell them that we sent you. And with that, take care of yourselves and each other. Anybody else got anything to say before we go?
Bye, Paul.
Hello, Skip. Yeah, Culture will be showing how you can eat a corpse in front of a police officer to get rid of the evidence.
This doesn't just work with pot and other drugs, folks.
You know, the inevitable.
There goes 6.
The inevitable Culture action figure. Now I know some accessories.
Oh Lord.
A shovel and a bag of lye.
and a hatchet.
Lord. And with that,
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom.